we all can bring our attention to just something that we value, we appreciate, or find amazing. So we use the word awe, A-W-E, and we turn it into an acronym. And so the 3 steps are: A stands for attention, W stands for await, or that pause, and then E is 2 words, a deep exhalation and an extensive expansion. So I'll go through them a little bit more in detail now. So with the A, the attention, we're asking ourselves to bring our full undivided attention, really just for the cycle of a breath or two. So even people with an ADD mind, and I've watched my dad who has adult ADHD and has tried to go on some mindfulness retreats with Thich Nhat Hanh with me, but couldn't sit and focus his mind, but he can do this practice and his mind goes a million miles a minute. So we all can bring our attention to just something that we value, we appreciate, or find amazing. So right now we're talking, Sean, and I'm looking at you on a screen, and I see beautiful cabinetry and behind you. And so, someone created that, cut the wood and painted it, and it that can be a source of awe for me right now. So wherever anyone is listening right now, just find something in the space you're in. Or you can also use a memory. You could have a memory of your loved ones, of a pet, and use that as an inspiration of awe. So you'll hold that in our attention for just a few moments. And then there's the wait. And the wait I think of is like we're really allowing ourselves this gift of time. When you're walking with a friend, you're going through a doorway and they wait and they hold the door open for you, and like how good it feels. It's like you're taken care of by that person. Well, you're taking care of yourself. You're giving yourself the gift of pure present waiting for a cycle of a breath. And it really is a gift. And I think of it as you're really letting yourself marinate or become receptive of that full moment of awe. And then the E is a deeper exhale than your inhale, long out exhale. And if you think of like the word awe, right? That itself is, that's what we're talking about. You're taking this nice long exhale. And when we take a longer exhale out, we're stimulating our vagus nerve. And we'll talk a little bit more about the science behind this practice. But the vagus nerve is the master computer of your parasympathetic nervous system, part of the autonomic processes that we don't have to be aware of. And it lowers our heart rate, blood pressure. It creates that state of rest and repair for our physiology. And immediately our heart rate variability changes, all these things shift in our body. And then the E also stands for an expansion. And so when we experience a moment of awe, and part of the idea in the definition of what awe is that there's a transcendence of our normal perception of reality or the world. And when we have that moment of awe, we often feel those chills or tingling. It's because there's an expansion of energy in our physical body from that experience that we're just having. And so we can actually facilitate that and really to allow that to happen. So I can think of it, for example, in my mind's eye, I can imagine like an energy field or like an orb kind of expanding of light of that moment of all that I just had and letting it kind of expand out beyond my physical form. And then I get those chills or those tingles.